Hey there guys, and welcome back to Gwent Academy. In the next couple of videos I'm going to be showing you guys some of the top ranking decks. This one I haven't seen on the ranking list really, but it's definitely the strongest one that I've ran in a long time. So I figured I'd start with that one. I was at 3.9k MMR for a bit, but I started running this, I got myself back up to 4.1k MMR now. And this deck is really strong because it has multiple win conditions. It's not just reliant on one combo. And you can play an extended round one, unlike with like Queen's Guard or something where you want to hold on to a Priestess of Freya or two and a Siegfried for the next couple rounds. You don't have to with this deck. You can play pretty much your whole hand round one, and you'll usually win it. I haven't lost round one if I ran my whole hand. Okay, actually I did once, but I didn't end up playing my whole hand. I just passed. And yeah, there's a lot of little combos with this deck. We got Morkvarg and Olgerd to discard from your deck. These guys will resummon themselves every turn, and Morkvarg will resummon himself right when you discard him also. Their power doesn't really matter. They're just there to get ticks down on your series. This way you don't need to run Queen's Guard in this deck to bring her out. We got the Clan Search Skirmisher. You only need one of them because you're just going to be using one of them. I wouldn't use him against consume decks. Like, I'd just keep him. I wouldn't bother reviving him and everything or discarding him really, because they still run the Reaper, and if you get him real big, they'll just revive him on you. So I wouldn't run him, but I would run him, but not play him against monsters. But against everything else, he becomes a huge powerhouse. We got these warships here. You pretty much only use them turn one when you're discarding everything. So you usually want one or two warships in your starting hand if you can get it. They really help your tempo turn one. And these Priestess of Freya are mostly used for reviving your clan skirmisher. But you can use one to revive one. I'd use one to revive one war longship if they end up destroying it or something. But I'd only use one, because these war longships are pretty important round one to keep up your tempo. We got the Pirate Captains, of course, because it's a discard deck, so why not run them? They boost themselves by one every time you discard a card. It is a 27 card deck, but you pretty much want everything that is in here, and you want to run 3 copies most of this stuff. The only thing that makes it 27 is the one clan skirmisher and this swipe or lacerate, in which lacerate is a really strong card right now, so you might as well run one of them. And with how much discarding you're doing, it doesn't matter that it's 27 because your deck's going to be so thinned out anyway. And the one deck that really does counter this is the Niflgaard deck, that has you both drawing cards a lot with like Avalok, that 9 power card, and his Horseman. Just because you will run out of cards when you face them. Luckily you don't face any of them really in the ladder, because they will get to a point where like they'll play Avalok, you'll have no cards left in your deck, they'll draw 2 cards and it won't let you draw anything because you have nothing left. Or they'll play the Horseman guy and he'll boost himself for free without letting you draw a card. But besides that deck, this deck wrecks and has a really good chance against every other deck I've ran into. Weather's been no problem, monsters have been no problem. But we'll get into deck profile now, explain a little bit more while I'm going through that. We got 3 Clan 8 Raiders. These guys are here just because you discard them, they revive themselves, gives you another tick off series and some more tempo. We got 3 Clan Demon Pirate Captains. They boost themselves by 1 every time you discard a card. Yeah, they're pretty much in every discard deck. 3 Clan Dimum Pirates. More discarding, you play 1, they discard the other 2. Thins out your deck some more. Boost this guy and activate your warships. We got 1 Clan Search Skirmisher. This guy is great in the deck. Unless you're fighting Consume or Niflgaard that has that card that revives something in your graveyard. I wouldn't against either of them, I wouldn't play him too much or count on him too much or really work on boosting him too much, just because it's always something that can happen. They can revive it, and then they're getting that huge power boost that you were counting on and put so much work into. We got Morgard and Algard. I already said why they're in there. Their power doesn't matter. But a cool trick that you can pull off with Morkavarg, say that he's down to like 2 power or injured down to 1 power, you can use the Gremist, turn him into a bear, and then he'll revive again, and that'll give you another tick off your series, maybe the last one. It's happened to me a couple times where he's been down to 2 power. I've turned him into a bear, he's came back and given me my series too. So he's really nice. We got Coral. I think Coral is better than Igni right now, just because everybody's playing around Igni. There's very few cases where Coral is weaker than Igni. I mean, unless you're facing Reavers and they line up all 3 Reavers with the same power, then yeah, Igni would have been better in that case. But Coral can half a whole row's power, and people still do stack like a row with all different types of power, though, is the thing. Not just like 2 of the same high powers. They mostly do not do that anymore. So Coral, in most situations, is usually stronger. We got Sirius. Yeah, she's there because you're discarding and resurrecting stuff with these guys, and she's free tempo. Comes out, usually I get her out every turn. We got Ermion. Draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards from your hand. Yeah, he's good. We got Madman Lugos. He's there. One of the best things to discard is a Skirmisher with him. Like, if you have Lugos in your starting hand and the Skirmisher, I'd throw back the Skirmisher. Guaranteed. Just because it's a 6 damage ping, it's the highest ping you got in your deck. That's not one of these warships that you want to use. Next we got Donna and Hinder. I was running King of Beggars for a bit instead of him, but there was very few situations where I was far enough behind where King of Beggars was a good card, and a lot more situations where I was ahead, so King of Beggars was getting me no value. With this guy, you get to lock something or unlock one of your warships if they lock it, and maybe steal something from their deck that's really important, so he's a good card. We got 3 Priestess of Freya. Mostly use her to resurrect the Skirmisher. I mean, because he boosts himself by 3 every time he enters a graveyard. I've gotten him up to like 18 before. We got 3 war longships. These guys are here to help you with your tempo round 1 when you're going to be discarding most of your stuff. After that, I just start discarding them if you draw them like with Ermion or anything. It's another card that if you don't want to discard something else in your hand, I discard the war longships first. But round 1, if they do kill it, you can use 1 Priestess of Freya, I'd say, to revive one of them. Just because they are kind of important round 1. Just for your tempo. We got Grimace. Spawns in the Clear Skies, Blood-Curdling Roar, or Impenetrable Fog. I've never used Impenetrable Fog or Clear Skies when using them so far, just the Blood-Curdling Roar to get that 11 power bear on either my Priestess of Freya or my Morkvarg. We got Sigdrifa to resurrect a unit. I mean, you can resurrect one of these guys if they get locked, because people do like to lock them. I haven't done that really yet. It's usually been more useful to resurrect Grimace and turn something else into a bear, or Savannridge and discard another card and draw a card. And Savannridge, we got him there because he's a good card in this deck. Draw a card and discard a card. More discarding power. Now you could run Oldevark, but I don't like him in this deck. You got enough discarding power, and he's a 12 power spy. I mean, giving him to your opponent is risky. But he does give you tempo. Like if you win round 1 and you just play him, yeah, you got some tempo out of it. But usually round 2, I like to bleed them more by playing more powerful cards. And since these 2 guys come out round 2, I can usually get out an easy series. So he kind of screws with that plan because you don't get them to play as many cards as you would have since they got free 12 power now. And I run one Lacerate. Lacerate's in there just because Lacerate's a great card right now. A lot of row lining up. At least in round 1, it's really useful. Or if it's an early round 1, it's good in round 2. After that, it's not that great. Because round 3 is usually just like 3-4 cards maybe. It is a 27 card deck, but that's only because I run the Skirmisher, which you need one of, and this Lacerate. There's nothing worth taking out to make this less. And discard so much that you don't gotta worry about it being a 27 card deck. Plus, against that spy deck, you want a couple extra cards because they're going to be making you draw stuff and you're going to run out of cards soon. No, I haven't found one of them in ladder. This deck, I've won pretty much every game on ranked with it. I lost one game against a Reaver Hansult deck. I forced him to use Reinforcement, his leader ability, all 3 of his Reavers round 1 to win it. And then round 2, he had 2 cards left. He drew a card, played in an Eke, put his Reavers back into his deck. Then round 3, he managed to top deck one and used Operator and the Reaver Scout to win by 1 point. I was like, really? If I ever did that, I'll never top deck my Reavers. But that's about it for the deck profile. We'll get into some ranked games now, see if it keeps going well. See you guys there. Alright, here we are going into game 1. See if it actually still keeps working out for me. It's been pretty consistent. I've had people lock like everything, my ship, my reviving cards, and still managed to come out on top. Let's see what we get for our first. Oh, an Ethne. Dwarf boosting, yay. I haven't faced one of these yet, actually. I think it'd do pretty good against it because I'm pretty sure I can win round 1 with this deck. Alright. Get rid of this series. One of these clan warriors. And now a pirate. Because you don't want more than one of them in your starting hand. We only got one long ship this game, but that's alright. We got no Freyas to resurrect him if he kills it. It's maybe a problem. We're gonna start off with our warship. Oh, he's gonna Sarah. Alright. Next, we're gonna King Bron, for sure. Use our leader ability. And for the most part, what you usually want to get rid of is your Ceres first, of course. The Mogvarg is pretty important because he comes out right away. Now you can either get rid of your other card or this Clan Tourist Skirmisher if you have a revive card in your hand, but I do not have one. So I'm going to get rid of my other card that comes out automatically. Where is it? Oh, he's in my starting hand. Duh. Okay, I'll get rid of him then. At least get him in my graveyard now. That warship doing its work. He's gonna boost all dwarfs in his hand and deck. And this is where it really starts to go. Alright. We're gonna get rid of these pirates before I use Ermion because I may draw into him. It's a waste of a discard. Now we'll play Ermion. Draw 2 cards. Looks like I'm getting rid of 2 skirmishers. Clan and Crate Raiders.
Freest be the bravest.
Kinda sad that I got that long ship after I'm done discarding everything pretty much. But we'll play it. Just keep ahead. Now you need to win round 1 against dwarf boosting. That's like, if you don't win round 1, you're done.
Have strength, my love.
So, alright, now swipe's not going to be as great. But we do have a lock and we have coral.
No surprises.
And I can turn Morkvarg into a bear and get out my Ceres. Don't want to waste that lock or this coral yet. May just swipe right here. Because my only other option is play the pirate captain. I mean, it's going to get rid of the armor. Do 5 damage. Alright, he's going to boost him again. Well, he does have final say, so even if he can ever cancel this, he's going to cancel it. So, might as well play him now. We are remaining pretty far ahead.
Everything all right?
Trying to save coral for my last play and this lock guy. Alright, now we're going to Blood Curdling Roar. We're going to get rid of Morkvarg. Turn him into a bear. He's going to come back and bring out Ceres.
Hold the lines.
Now he's going to have to use his leader ability.
Humans have no place in Brooklyn.
Resurrect. What one are you going for? I'm going to lock before I use coral.
Gonna tear the legs from the bahookies.
We're just going to lock the biggest one.
For Hindle!
What do we manage to steal? Oh, his Elven Mercenary. Not too bad. Last one. Oh, he is running Igni. Alright, that last card is probably the 20 power boost, so we'll just use coral now. It's still going to keep us ahead. Round one, pretty easy against dwarf boosting. Going to round 2 now, which we're probably just going to insta-pass. Well, he most likely has that card where he gets to throw it over. We can keep this hand. Hope to draw into another Priestess of Freya next turn. Just because this will proc my Ceres next round and boost him up more.
Looky here. Now we must stick together.
Well, if he has that card that gives 2 people resistance, isn't going to be so great, so I'm going to hold on to the clan pirate captain. Probably going to throw it over to me. Yep, there it is. Give 2 people resistance. Going to start out with 18 power in the last round. Maybe I should have played that guy, because then if he threw it over, he'd still have to play his last card.
A moment. I need to smoke.
There he comes. Comes out. Ceres. Yes, we got another Priestess of Freya. Nice. Gonna keep this hand. Alright, that's a pretty weak play.
Bow before modern Freya.
Let's bring out our 15 power skirmisher. He already used Igni, so he has to play something that's 14 power. Nope, he's passing now. He has nothing left. And we managed to beat a potion dwarf deck. And he forfeited. There we go. Well, it's game number 1. I think that put me back up to, yeah, 4.1k MMR. There we go. Let's get into game number 2. As long as we don't face a spy deck, we should be pretty good. I mean, even a normal spy deck would probably be fine, just not the one that reveals. We're easily able to out-tempo that potion dwarf deck. And once you win round 1 against them, it's usually a lot easier. Should have probably played out round 2, forced him to use his disloyal unit to cast a potion to win that round, then he wouldn't have had any carryover, but would have been risking just going to top decking. Is this another same type deck? Might be. Well, we'll throw back our skirmisher since we got Madman Lugos. Throw back one of these clan crate raiders. There's a warship. Guess we'll throw back another clan crate raider. Grimmest. Don't have the pirates or anything in my starting hand. That kind of sucks. He goes first, so if he plays his warship first, you have to do something else, because... Oh, no. Looks like he's not. Now we'll find out if this is the same type of deck, or normal discard one, or the Queen's Guard. Oh, it looks like... Yep, that's our type of deck. But he discarded Ceres before discarding Morgvarg, so... Ceres didn't get a tick from his Morgvarg resurrecting.
I make the laws here.
Alright, he's gonna kill that warship. We're gonna resurrect it, because that's the only card he has that can kill it.
Bow before modern Freya.
We're gonna miss out a tick on our Ceres too, but this is gonna let us out tempo him round 1. We might even be able to force his Morkvarg to revive a couple times.
Bow before modern Freya.
Oh, he's gonna priest Freya's clan skirmisher, alright. Use our leader ability now. And we'll get rid of Ceres, our Olkvarg. You want to do Ceres first because anything that revives isn't going to tick unless you do that. The clan crate raider.
Praise be the bravest.
Oh, he's going to pass now. Alright, giving us a pretty easy round 1. Now, should I play Morkvarg? Or get rid of that other guy? No, we'll just play Morkvarg. We can get rid of that other guy later.
Hide your stench.
Pass here. It's going to give us 2 ticks on our series.
Just one morsel.
Looks like we're going to be tied on that. But my Morkvarg is 2 strength higher. Woo! Still no pyre, I'm surprised. This is looking like a good hand, and I do have this Clan Crate Raider throwback just in case I want to throw back something else. We'll keep it. Alright. See, how should we start this? Probably start off by playing Ermion. Maybe we'll draw a pirate. And we drew our skirmisher, which we'll get rid of him. We drew a longship, so we can use that. And we'll get rid of our raider. Just gonna bring out our series. And we'll probably play our warship. Oh, there's his warship. Well, before he gets too much value out of that, we're going to kill it.
What is it?
We'll get rid of our last warship, I guess. Okay, he has another one. Now we'll just play ours. See if he has a third one.
Give us all you got.
Doesn't look like it. We're gonna play Savannah Ridge.
Swear on my honor.
Draw a card, discard a card. What do we get? Lacerate. Oof. I guess we'll get rid of Lacerate. Because we really want this other stuff. Which doesn't proc our ship. Kind of sucks.
I can help you if you wish.
Probably gonna Freya our skirmisher and then end.
Praise be the bravest.
Need a good stopping.
And just standing here.
Bow before modern Freya.
Get him out. Because we do have one more. More Freya to get him out.
Bow before modern Freya.
Well, he's going to do the same with his, alright. Now, at this point, we have enough to bring out the guy next turn. Serious next turn. So I think I'm just going to bear our Freya. There's really not any other silver I want to resurrect. So that way he goes in my graveyard, I can resurrect him with Sigdrifa. Will put us 4 points ahead, but he is going to have card advantage in the last round. Oh, he's going to lock. What do you steal? One of our pirate captains, alright. I think we're going to play our one pirate captain. Because we need to force it out. Yeah, we'll play our one pirate captain.
Won't pay us in gold, pay us in blood.
I think we might lose this round. Now we're forcing out one of his guys. Alright, he's going to do the same thing, bear. He's going to put him back ahead. I was hoping I could end when I was ahead, but my last two cards I want to save for the last round. He does have a higher skirmisher, so he's most likely has another revive card. Only hope is that he doesn't have two revive cards and we draw a captain.
Just one morsel. I'm in no mood for jests.
Oh no, we're not even going to be able to revive our series. Alright, Coral. He has last say, so Coral isn't going to help us. He's going to save that revive for last. Oh, look, it's our pirate. Way too late.
Modern Freya.
Oh, Coral would have been good. I was not expecting him to be a dummy. Oh. Well.
What do you need?
We'll use ours. Resurrect. Grimmist.
Gods, not a moment's peace.
And Savage Bear. We are going to be one tick off from reviving series.
What do you need?
Yep, he has another revive. That's game. Doesn't matter what he revives. Alright.
Not you again.
And that's going to bring out a series.
I'm ready.
Fortunately, we didn't draw our pirates at all that game until it was too late. Or our lock guy. But yeah, he got this round. Good game. Pass here because there's no point in playing it out. Oop. Alright, well. That's a loss. Mirror match. And how far is that going to bring us back down? Minus 18. Oof. Alright. Well, we'll get into game number 3 next. Alright, I forgot to start recording my sound on the last round 3, but we did win it. That's what put us back up to 4.1. It was a Tempo Dwarf deck. Tempo Elf deck. Get back into ranked here while I talk. Tempo Elf deck. Ended up playing 2 Scorches and the Dragon Scorch at the last round, but we ended up winning. It's actually a pretty good game. I wish I was recording my sound. Saskia. I think that card's going to be replaced with the new Vesmer Potion Dwarf
It is
decks.
how I punish those who irritate.
Oh, we got a Radovid deck.
Sit at my table and let's drink.
Oh. Get rid of Ceres. One of these clan crate raiders. Oh, and a pirate. Alright, he goes first.
Regroup.
Turn weather clear in that version, huh? Well, I'll match him with another 6 power. He scorches it or whatever. Kill both of us. Nope, there's lightning, alright. Play another ship.
I see you've thought about this.
Okay, he's gonna spy right away. Well, if that's the case, I do want to get Ceres and everything in my graveyard now. He may just pass after this. Which is weird because they usually count on a long round 1 and 2. Which means we might just early pass round 2. If he passes here. Okay, get rid of all 3 of these guys. See if he early passes.
I'll never be imprisoned
Nope.
again.
Well, we can force out our Ceres right here. Which may be a pretty good play. And I can hold on to other stuff for later rounds.
Not a moment's peace.
Blood Curdling Roar. For him, he's gonna come back. And could bring out a warship or something again.
To marry.
Nice mess you've
Brings
got
out
here.
the Blue Stripe, alright. Nothing we really want to hit with Madman Lugos right now.
I can help you if you wish.
Can draw 2 cards and discard 2. Gonna get rid of this Clan Crate Raider and Skirmisher, so that way we can revive him.
Praise be the bravest.
That'll bring out our series. At this point, if he plays another card, I'm gonna pass. Nope. We can give us round 1, alright. Now the trick to beating this deck is forcing out an early round 2. I'm just gonna pass round 2.
for jests.
Nice cards in our hand, nice. He wants to drag out this round 2 so he can kill more stuff. We're not gonna let that happen. I'm gonna pass right here. Because if we didn't, then his Bloody Baron would get bigger. One of the few times I'll dry pass round 2 is against a Red Void control deck.
The moment. I need to smoke.
Well, we got this Madman Lugos and a Savan Ridge, so I think we'll keep this because we could draw another pirate.
Regroup.
And our pirates are 8 power now, so let's get rid of him. We do have enough revive cards to bring her back out. Bring out this Skirmisher. Yep, Bloody Baron's only 9 power. Not too great.
I make the laws here.
And Madman Lugos. Get rid of this last Raider. Let's do some damage on that and bring it back out.
Good.
Alright, he's trying to keep up with this. We're going to play Savannah Ridge
We move
next.
out at
Draw a
once.
card, discard one of our raiders.
That's it.
Now bring out our
Good.
series.
Need a good slapping.
Now we have something lower and higher than that, so can't do anything about it. Alright. Gonna start playing those. No point in locking him because he's most likely got the thing that's gonna bring him back to his hand and let him replay it.
We serve her who
Gonna
is
start off
virgin, mother
with-
and crone.
Let's
Our
not
plan,
get in the way of me axe.
guys, so if he kills it, we can revive it again. See if we can bait out his Scorch. The last 3 turns, he's gonna play the dragon. Another one, alright. At this point, we'll just lacerate that row, I think. He's gonna return 1 into his hand, but that'll take care of his crewman.
I'm an officer and a gentleman.
Alright. Now I'll kill off a decent chunk of stuff on my field. Gonna lock that.
For Hindle!
This one just so he can't crewman again. Hey, we got one of his crewmen. There's the dragon.
What's this on one?
Sadly, it's gonna kill off both our captains.
I've had men.
Unless he
killed
does 4 damage to it. Well, that's surprising. Alright. Now we'll play another
What's
one.
this on one?
Reinforcements.
Well then, let's get to work.
There's Thunder, alright. Oh, he forfeited. Beat a Rat Void control deck. That'll bring us back up to 4,131. Nice. Well, that's 3 games. I hope gave you some idea of how to play the deck. Deck's pretty cool. There's a lot of different things you can do with it when you start learning it more about what to play with what matchups. But see you guys in the next video. Probably be doing maybe a weather deck next. Don't play monsters just because I know they're going to be nerfed, but I'll make a weather deck for you guys. Until then, I'll see you guys later.